her first time in this city, which is kind of unbelievable because I used to sleep on the floor and try to date college students from here. Like 10 years ago when I was closer to that age. Don't worry about that. Friends, my name is Willi, Carlisle, and it's an honor to be in your city. How many of you have seen this show before? Not a lot of you, okay. How many of you is it your first time at a show like this? Okay. That is such a goddamn honor. There is no big marketing strategy in music at this level like this. I swear to God, it is just you telling your friends that there's a folk singer that loves you that you could love. Friends, before I begin thus, I want to go over a couple rules. Number one, I want to give it up for Ken and Dakota. Wasn't that lovely? Oh, man. Okay, and I'm so sorry that there's a list of rules. I didn't want to do this, but there was a fight in Cleveland, so don't get in a fight. Don't be an asshole. That's rule number one, okay? If you get in a fight at a folk music show, look inwards, okay? Rule number two is I want everybody to be a shush deputy. Now, I don't mean to shush like a shitty librarian. I mean to shush like you are a gentle father rocking your beautiful child to sleep. You know what I mean? So if you hear, like, if you cannot hear something and you want to, then just do like a gentle shh, and then if you hear somebody doing a gentle shh, well, then you're just going to pick up on that, and then it'll just travel like a little wave through the audience, just like a very gentle wave, and then we'll all return to each other, and then no one person is an asshole, right? This is America, everybody's an asshole. So let's just start like a little shush train over here, just like one person. How about you, sir, in the white shirt? Yeah, okay. So somebody's going to pick up on that, and then it travels, yeah. Okay, good. Just making sure that you guys are good fucking direction followers. It's excellent. Good. All right, the rest of the cult initiation will be easier. Okay, rule number, well, I don't know what number we're on. The last one is if you know any of the words, you're more than welcome to sing along all night. However, if you're a huge person like I am, don't drown anybody near you out. You know what I mean? From everybody according to their ability and to everybody according to their need, as Ronald Reagan did once say. That is all of the rules that we will do this evening. Friends, I took about a month off from touring, and I tried to think about what I had done because it was one of the only times I've ever had to actually reflect on what it's like to go from coast to coast over and over again. I tried to think about America, and I couldn't come to any meaningful conclusions, but I did think that every single town is a lot more beautiful than the single idea of America, that the single idea of America is this one great big homogenized thing, a thing that has murdered so many thousands and thousands of people, but also a thing that has enabled so many thousands of people that I can't get any kind of purchase on it. But, City of Lawrence, I might mind how we could have lain in some anonymous June, when you might have parted my shirt from my bosom bone, when you might have plunged your tongue to my bare stripped heart, when you might have reached until you felt my beard, when you might have reached until you felt my feet. If you've struggled to get at the meaning of big things like America, well then so have I. And if you stay with us for this next 90 plus minutes, we'll try to show you what few conclusions we've ever come to, that it might just be a critter worth loving from tooth to tail. After 29 years, I can say I never thought it'd turn out this way. Stumble and a stutter and a cry. Ain't gonna figure out a reason why. Song hurts my throat and the banjo cuts my side. Hear the road crying out through the railroad ties. Road crying out through the railroad ties. They're singing, well, love, your light don't show. Down by the truck stop highway glow. Lord knows where I go when the road cries out what the rocks don't know. Road cries out what the rocks don't know. Well, all my friends in Arkansas, all alone in Maine, 6 to 1, half dozen's the same. Back bay sailing across the Great Divide, call it Mississippi Deep. Rappahannock wide, angels' wings on a Walmart sign. Angels' wings on a Walmart sign. I told him, well, love, your light don't show. Down by the truck stop highway glow. Lord knows where I go when the road cries out what the rocks don't know. Road cries out what the rocks don't know. Well, Kansas City Rib Shack, baby, you're mine. Give me the pig, the cow, and the swine, my weights, my love, my shimmy, my shine. Damn, I found Jesus in a barbecue line. Damn, I found Jesus in a barbecue line. I told him, well, love, your light don't show. Down by the truck stop highway glow. Lord knows where I go when the road cries out what the rocks don't know. Road cries out what the rocks don't know. Well, I'd like to see the world in living color. One color's just the absence of the other. To get the whole spectrum of horror and elation, call good time numbers at a Conoco station. Good time numbers at a Conoco station. And tell them, well, love, your light don't show down by the truck stop highway glow. Lord knows where I go, and the road cries out what the rocks don't know. Yeah, road cries out what the rocks don't know. Road cries out what the rocks don't know.
Thank you, so good.
Sure, I might love him. I only answer when I'm drunk to the leaves. Talk about Memphis, living so rough that strength in his voice makes me weak at the knees. Not sure what I saw before I looked in his eyes. We ain't star-crossed just 'cause stars might align. We ain't proper high lonesome till it's almost too sad to be true. What happened in Memphis made too much sense. There's a part of my life she don't know exists. Why is living a lie more easy than life on the fence? Why is living a lie more easy than life on the fence? Perfectly lovely, trying to fit in, I just can't in your town. I swear I ain't trying to become nobody. I tried to be hip, but it's tearing me down. No tide without tempest, skip dinner, skip breakfast, drove halfway to Texas thinking on you. Hot-bound and determined, how could I learn this? She'd make me shiny and new. What happened in Memphis made too much sense. There's a part of my life she don't know exists. Why is living a lie more easy than life on the fence? Why is living a lie more easy than life on the fence? He's calling me up. He's sure I might love him. Why is living a lie more easy than life on the fence? Thank you. All right. Hey, that'll work. Can we give it up for our sound guy working double time? Because he was nice enough to run back from where he's at to be like, oh, you didn't plug it in. Anyhow, here's for you. Well, I could have been a businessman. I was too hot-headed, plus I never had the money. Plus I kind of got arrested. My sweet old folks thought I'd make it pretty decent, one of those. I still live the kind of life where people judge you on your clothes. Now it's 40 miles of back road on all-terrain tires. That little blue hymnal sitting open all the while, singing songs to a God I've met but do not know, making wagers on the critters that we see crossing the road. Yeah, the sparrow on the wing taught me to find you. have learned from all these hills and hymns. We're dying and we're singing, I love you and we've sinned. And when marauders come, cause the apocalypse is nigh, want my rifle on my shoulder, my lover by my side. I want to be the kind of man that stands his ground and dies. Take my fiddle and my good hat, I'll go out in style. Gonna do it all for family, not for glory or a god. In the war that's raging between the haves and the have-nots. Yeah, the sparrow on the wing taught me to fight for you. And the possum keeps your teeth sharper than I do. You should bury me where I make my last stand, at the Battle of Critterland. At the Battle of in bars around America, you know? And I thought, well, somebody needs to write a song about losing the magic in the world. This is my attempt to fall in love with those guys. This is Tulsa's Last Magician. Got his start at 4, pulled a quarter from his own ear and spun it on the floor. Said there's no good tricks but old ones, and lying ain't that hard. So he saved up all his quarters and he bought a deck of cards. And he learned ragtime piano, though his teacher thought him slow. He got a black belt in karate from a pawn shop video. And he'd practice all his worst mistakes in a dirty bathroom mirror. And when his parents drank, he learned to disappear. And his classmates thought him funny, good at sleight of hand. But he had this grand finale and they just couldn't understand. Oh, it's hard to tell the whole truth when family saw it in half. And that's why Tulsa's Last Magician left his home so fast. Going down and out in Reno, he went broke in Santa Fe, turning tricks on Los Sueñeros out in California. But they pushed him up against a wall, said, buddy, get a grip. So he learned to set himself on fire on the Las Vegas Strip. And he wandered down to Tampa, blew everybody's mind, cause the crowd was cheap and easy there on beer and blowing wine. He said, I wonder where my dollar went, how'd the flower bloom so fast? Said, I can't reveal my secrets, really failed to ask. And the crowd all thought him funny, good at sleight of hand. But he had this grand finale and they refused to understand. They demanded explanation when the card pulled was their own. And that's why Tulsa's Last Magician lost his faith and headed home. Well, he said he learned computers like his second foster dad, and free range all the rabbits that were living in his hat. His investments all went swimmingly, had the cash on hidden strings. His promotions were a certainty, he could make the numbers sing. Now time and space is easy for magic to control. Still it was 40 years of working before he noticed he was old. Now his great escape and act is just untying both his shoes. And most days he's in his easy chair yelling at the news. And the weatherman is thinks no one quite gets quite what you are, like you're a cobbler or mechanic in this age of flying cars. If you think that you see right behind what's right before our eyes, you might be a small town / tradition in disguise. And we need you to be funny. Please be good at sleight of hand. There's a grand finale we can't hope to understand. There's a 1 in 52 chance. It's real magic and it's true. Won't you please help us believe? Won't you please help us believe? easy when you're one of these dang billionaires. And I'm pretty sure that I prefer the van life. I've been told this is a fine life. I've been told this. It's fine lines we ain't having to choose it in. Let's roll it up. Let's roll her down. It's a big regular town, same old night, the whole world over. Whole world over. Sitting sad, wondering why meritocracy's alive. Oh, let's roll it up. Let's blow this. Thank you, friends. Thank you so good, punks. Wow, that's a lot of fun to do. Yeah. Gotta let everybody in. Doesn't matter who they are, if they do right or where they've been. Everybody gets in. Yeah. Friends, thank you so much for having me out to your town. Having my friends out to your town. I'm Willi Carlisle, that's Brady Krug, that's Sophie Wellington. It is really an honor to be in Lawrence for the very first time. We hope to be back. Like I said before, there's no marketing scheme for this sort of shit. If you want there to be music that is not what Nashville's trying to throw down your throats, well then all you gotta do is just tell the bud. And we'll be back here for the next 30 years if you'll have us, I promise. I want us to sing this one more time together if we can. I want to do it for the idea that everybody on planet Earth could have equal access to all the joys and sorrows that life has to offer and at an affordable price. I want to do it for the idea that democracy isn't dead in the year 2024, it's just sleeping, waiting for us to come back to it. I want to do it for the idea that we can create human equity with kindness for our fellow folks in the world. Let's try it. Oh, your heart's a big tent. Gotta let everybody in. It doesn't matter who they are, if they do right or where they've been.